Republic Act number 386 at Act Coordinating Institute of Civil Code. Ito yung batas na nagtatakda sa Civil Code of the Philippines. Yun ay ang Republic Act number 386. Preliminary title, Chapter 1, Effect and Application of Laws. Dito makikita sa Chapter 1 ay yung mga epekto ng civil law, civil code, at kung paano ito i-apply. Article 1 states, this act shall be known as the Civil Code of the Philippines. Ito yung title na provision na nagsasabi na ang batas na ito ay tinatawag na Civil Code of the Philippines. Article 2 says, law shall take effect after 15 days following the completion of the publication in the official gazette unless it is otherwise provided. This code shall take effect 1 year after such publication. Ito yung article na nagsasabi na about publication, na sinasabi na after 15 days na mailathala itong batas ay 15 days ang lilipas para ito ay maging dapat sundin. Then, ang publication is mandatory at hindi ito dapat inaayos. And sinabi rin dito na pinapublish ito sa official gazette, and may mga amendment na sinasabi na hindi lang official gazette ang dapat patunguhan ng publication, kundi ang newspaper of general circulation sa Philippines. Ang phrase na unless it is otherwise provided, ito ay makikita sa Tanyada versus Tavera na sinasabi na kung hindi na-provide sa isang batas, kung hindi kung may specific na provision na ibibigay ng date ng effectivity ng batas, yun ay susundin. Kasi sabi niyan, unless it is otherwise provided. At ang unless it is otherwise provided na phrase ay ito ay nagsasabi lang na hindi ang date, kundi ang publication. Ito ay hindi dapat inaalis sa publication. May dahilan yan, sasabihin natin mamaya. Then, sinabi rin dito na ang civil code na to ay will take effect 1 year after na ma-publish yun. Bakit sinabi na kailangan ng publication? Because of Article 3 na sinasabi na ignorance of the law excuses no one from compliance to it. Sinasabi, hindi mo pwede dahilan na hindi mo alam yung batas because of hindi mo nabasa ako. Because sa Article 2, pag yan na-publish na, wala nang may dadahilan na ignorance sa law. Article 4 says, law shall have no retroactive effect unless the contrary is provided. Ang purpose or provision na to nagsasabi ay pasulong lahat ng effect ng isang batas. Wala siyang retroactive effect. But, meron exception. Ang exception is sinasabi sa unless the contrary is provided. Yun ay ang prospectivity. Ang exception na yan is kung ito ay kung ang batas na yun ay makakatulong sa accused, then meron mga exception dyan sa exception to the exception. Article 5 says, acts executed against the provisions of mandatory or obligatory laws shall be void except when the law itself authorizes the void. Acts executed against provisions of yung mga acts na against sa batas na about mandatory or obligatory laws, hindi dapat yan ginagawa, shall be void. Except meron lang exception when the law itself authorizes their validity. Bibigay tayo ng example dyan naman. Article 6 naman, rights may be waived unless the waiver is contrary to law, public order, public policy, morals, or good customs, or prejudicial to a third person with a right recognized by law. Pwede mo i-waive yung right mo. Unless yung ikaw na nag-waive ng right mo, yung paggawa mo niyan is contrary to law, hindi mo pwede i-waive ang right. Ang example dyan is yung pag-waive mo ng right mo na pag ikaw na huli. Explain natin yan mamaya. Rights, Article 7 says laws are repealed only by subsequent ones, and their violation or non-observance shall not be excused by disuse or custom or practice to the contrary. Yung mga batas, nare-repeal siya only by subsequent ones. Okay? Kasi yung pag-violate mo yan at hindi mo pag-observe, hindi mo pwede yan i-excuse na gamitin sa disuse or custom or practice to the contrary. Explain natin mamaya. When the courts declared a law to be inconsistent with the Constitution, the former shall be void and the latter shall be void. Sinasabi lang dyan na kapag yung korte dineclare niya yung batas na hindi siya constitutional, hindi dapat yun, dapat i-void yun. Dapat i-void yung batas na yun. At yung mag-govern ay yung Constitution. Dahil makikita dito ang supremacy of the Constitution. Administrative or executive acts, orders, and regulations shall be valid only when they are not contrary to the laws of the Constitution. Yung mga administrative or executive acts o order o anong pang batas, utos ng gobyerno, valid lang yan kapag hindi siya kontra sa Constitution o sa ibang batas. Meaning, kapag may naunang batas, dapat sundin siya ng i-repeal na law. Next is Article 8. Judicial decisions applying or interpreting the laws or the Constitution shall form part of the legal system of the Philippines. Yung mga desisyon ng Supreme Court at mga lower court na naayon naman sa Constitution, pwede siya mag-form part sa legal system ng Philippines. Article 9. No judge or court should decline to render judgment by reason of silence of duty or consultation. Hindi pwede na ang judge porket walang solusyon sa issue niyan, hindi na siya mag-decide. Kailangan pa lang mag-decide. Bigyan tayo ng example mamaya. Article 10 naman, in case of doubt in the interpretation or application of laws, especially that the lawmaking body intended right and justice to the law. Sabihin lang yan ay kapag may doubt sa pag-interpret ng batas o pag-apply ng batas, dapat i-presume mo na ang purpose ng paggawa ng batas na yun, which is right and justice to prevail. Okay. Article 11 naman is customs which are contrary to law, public order, or public policy should not be countenanced. Yung mga customs o tradisyon na against sa batas at sa hindi lang sa batas kundi sa public order at public policy, hindi siya pwede na i-countenance. Yung countenance natin mga. Lastly is a custom must be proved as a fact according to the rules or evidence. Merong sinasabi na processual